5 AI models, 5 rated games. My Elo is on the line. ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, DeepSeek, and Grok. Well, each one of them are going to be taking over my chess accounts. Now, just to stress the point again, I'm going to be playing with AI. So one game equals one AI. It's going to be a rapid format, real rated games. So meaning real Elo consequences. I'm basically going to be typing the moves on the AI chat, and then they will have to give me their responses. I'm not going to second guess it. I'll just play it raw.
Yeah, boy.
I know that you say we have Stockfish, we have actual chess engine, but that's not the point. The point here is whether the AI models everyone is using right now can actually play chess under pressure. The short answer is they actually can until they can't. Well, that's what this video is going to be about. So let's get into the first game. Now, for game one, where DeepSeek was the player, it was an Italian game, and DeepSeek had solid opening moves. Maybe it's because the Italian is actually like normally known, so I would guess he must have known some little moves or so. But my opponent was actually high rated than that and got ahead in the middle game. DeepSeek couldn't really find a way back, and so at the end of the day, it blundered literally on move 19 there. DeepSeek accuracy was 82.4 at the end of the game, while my opponent was whopping 91.1% accuracy. Like I said, Italian. So we ended the first game on a loss. So let's move on to the second game. The second game was Grok, played by Grok, and apparently this game turns out to be a Sicilian defense. This one actually hurts me because my opponent found a middle game tactic that just ended the game like lightning fast. Grok, or perplexity, whatever you call it, didn't actually see it coming, and honestly, neither did I. At the end of the day, my opponent played at a whopping 95.8% accuracy, while Grok played at 77.2% accuracy. Another loss. Over to game 3 was Gemini. 4-night game was the move of this game. And so at the end of the day, this game was very interesting, and my accuracy for this game was a whopping 99.7% accuracy. Almost perfect. Gemini was finding the right moves, he was explaining the ideas, like genuinely impressive stuff. But usually, like I said, around 20 moves with these AI bots, they usually have this hallucination, and so they lose count of where the pieces are, and they just start spawning pieces from both left, right, and center. And yes, I still lost this game. Now, moving on to game 4 was Claude. Yes, our almighty Claude. Our almighty Claude, the game transposed into a French defense because, e4, e6, and my opponent grabbed a free piece in the opening. That was it. The rest of it was just damage control that actually never worked. Claude had me at 98.1% accuracy, again, like near perfect, but the position was already beyond saving. That is another loss by me. So over to game 5 by ChatGPT. It was a Ponziani opening. Basically, if you know Italian, you should know some things about the opening of Ponziani. It was kind of pretty much another easy opening, so to say. This position was equal for a while. Then my opponent found a positional awareness and actually squeezed it. And ChatGPT gave up trying to find the solution. Around the same point, every other AI actually collapsed. So at the end of the day, the accuracy of this game was 71.3% for ChatGPT. And this is actually the worst of out of the 5 games, which is another serious loss. Now, don't click off here. This is a very much important thing I have to say, because every single AI here, they have the same patterns, they have the same breakdown points. The openings at the beginning, as usual, as we saw, were all fine, but some of them were genuinely impressive. Take Gemini and Claude, for example. They had me playing almost 100% accuracy early in the game. And so I come to realize that these models actually, they understand the chess principles. They have the development, the piece activity, pawn structure, all of that. They actually get it. But the position gets complex. Then pieces are in the middle game, the tactics are appearing. And so because of this, there are no actually clear principles for these AI models to follow. Because normally as humans, you have to calculate specific lines and then hold them in your head. And this is where them actually fall apart, because this is not actually what happened. They started suggesting moves that actually went to wrong squares. They started describing pieces that weren't even there. In fact, when I haven't corrected them, they will apologize and still do the wrong thing. So I found the point that it was around move 20. All these AI bots, move 20 is their like breaking point. Anything like above that, they will just start hallucinating of some pieces. So that's not actually a chess problem. It's a hallucination problem. Maybe they need to get them out of those weed. These models were actually, they're not actually thinking. I think they are pattern matching. I think that is the word I'll use. Because when this position actually gets complicated enough that the patterns actually don't fit anymore, they actually guess. And so real humans, real chess humans like us, we actually punish them. So now over to the ranking. Assuming you are seeing this video, you haven't clicked off. Over to the ranking. Which one of you personally, which one do you think is actually better at chess, or have you actually tried them to see which one is actually like better at chess? Well, I'm going to rank these 5 bots. Starting with the 5th, ChatGPT. Come on, this is the lowest accuracy and had the earliest collapse. It was actually the least useful suggestion when things actually got complicated. Because come to think of it, we all know ChatGPT to be the first AI models was being used. Apparently, like I said, these AI models are not really built for this kind of chess thinking and stuff. Over to the next, my 4th, I will rate my 4th, is Grok. Yes, Grok from Perplexity. Apparently, Elon Musk didn't actually add some chess brain into it. There was no awareness of danger. My opponent just kept finding tactic upon tactic. And then, Grok does what it does best. Talks trash. Over to the 3rd, DeepSeek. DeepSeek, like, I wouldn't lie, DeepSeek was up there because I played DeepSeek first and it was doing amazing thing. Maybe because it was the Italian game. I know that usually Italian are usually for beginners, and so people can learn like 10 to 12 moves. So I wouldn't really say, but I mean, let us give it like good job. So yeah. The DeepSeek had some really solid openings, but they could not actually handle that middle game pressure. Like I said, 20 move, they fall off. Over to the 2nd, my 2nd I will give is our almighty Claude. Yes, so bad. Claude's game had some high accuracy, it had good positional understanding, but lost a few free pieces, blunders in the opening that I could not even recover from. Like, there's no way, like the position it gave me, not even Magnus could be able to play it. No cap. First goes to drumroll, please. Boom, Gemini. Yes, I think I think I have a hypothesis. Gemini is from Google, so I think they had like some crazy massive updates, because I haven't opened Gemini for like months, and when I opened it, I noticed that the interface actually changed. The way you actually talked actually felt better. Maybe because Google internet, big budget and stuff like that. So Gemini actually did well, like really well. He has the best overall play, in my opinion. He has the highest accuracy relative to the game complexity, and he was actually the last to collapse. But at the end of the day, all of these 5 bots, they still lost. So yeah, but if you had to pick one AI to trust with your rated games, I would actually pick Gemini. Maybe if you're like low rated player. Yeah. So yeah, it doesn't even come close. Gemini. Now my honest verdict. Ladies and gentlemen, I was rated 1700. Yes, when I started this challenge, and I lost 200 rapid points. Like, this is not just bullet 200. No. This is not blitz 200. This is rapid 200. So I'm just managing what kind of crazy challenge I have to do to get my ratings up. Subscribe if you're not subscribed, because you're going to see some amazing challenges I'm going to do, which I will try or manage to get my ratings up. Yeah, 5 games, 5 losses, 0 wins. I mean, you can't even bet on this AI bot because they're going to tank your money. But here's actually one thing I actually found out throughout this interesting rating loss challenge was that AI can play chess. It understands the principles, it knows the openings, And so in the right direction, on the right position, it will actually find these moves that look genuinely strong. But chess at the rated level isn't actually about the first 15 moves. It's actually about what happens when the position actually gets complicated. So yeah, there's not really a clean answer to that. But I believe that every AI model I tested, without exception, collapsed at exactly that point, move 20 points. So these AI models, like I said, they don't calculate, they only have patterns they actually match. And so when this pattern run out, when we're no longer in the book move or normal traditional chess play, they actually guess. That's why they hallucinate, The question isn't actually AI can play chess, but actually can it think? Because those are two different things. And the answer is that at least right now, maybe no. Just stick to your regular stockfish and be cheating your names. So yes, 200 rating points gone in one afternoon. 5 AI models. Wow. Just wow. Well, if you want to see me try to win some of those rating back, please don't forget to check out my Road to 2000 playlists. Every week. Check it out. And let me know in the comment section below which AI models you would have trusted with your rating. Let me know in the comments. I read them all. Remember to always remain mysterious. Bye.